Greetings, folks. Been a while. I guess I'm back for now. We'll see how long that lasts. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lazy Reviews, where I speak fluent Japanese in front of a camera with little to no editing and tell you what I think of a video game. This time, the subject in question will be Metroid Prime 4 on Switch 1, because I'm broke as a joke and can't afford a Switch 2. Now, first and foremost, to address the big fat elephant in the room, is the game as bad as some people are saying? No. The game's actually just fine. But that's also kind of the problem. Now, if this game was like 3 to 5 years in the making, it would be just another pretty good Metroid Prime game, and we'd be able to look forward to more in the near future. But it's been a while since the last Metroid Prime game, and considering just how long this game took to come out, I'm pretty sure just fine isn't gonna cut it for some people. And who even knows when the next Metroid Prime game's coming out, if at all. And it's kind of what I like to call the Duke Nukem Forever effect, where if a game takes a certain amount of time to come out, there's certain expectations, and if those expectations aren't met, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Some people found Kingdom Hearts 3 disappointing for the exact same reason, and I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 and Elder Scrolls 6 end up meeting the same fate. That's just kinda how it goes. But setting aside all those lofty expectations, how does the game stand judging it as just another Metroid Prime game? It's pretty good. Gameplay-wise, it's about what you'd expect from a Metroid Prime game, except they added to it a little bit. It's structured kinda like a Zelda game in some ways, and you've got this big wide-open desert, and you traverse it with a motorcycle called Viola. Samus also has psychic powers now, but they don't really change the game as much as you'd expect. You know, besides moving shit with your mind, a lot of it really boils down to just psychic versions of already existing abilities, like the Psychic Spider Ball or the Psychic Super Bomb. Pretty standard shit if you ask me. Point is, I just don't really feel like the game's breaking any new ground, and it really is just another Metroid Prime game, but I don't really see that as a bad thing, and if you like the other Metroid Prime games, you'll probably like this one too. The only real issue I can think of with this game is... Xander? Xander, is that you? Hey, long time no see, buddy, how you doing? Fine. Anyway, nice. So what you up to? I'm making a video, so if you don't mind... Sweet, what you making a video about? I'm talking about a video game, and I would really like to... Ooh, nice! Video games. Things are about to get real nerdy in here. Do you mind? Oh, sorry, am I getting in the way? Don't mind me, I'll just be over here. You know, if you need me for anything, I'll be here. Cool. Anyway, have fun! Dude! Okay, so all jokes aside, I really don't find the NPCs in the game to be that bad, and they certainly didn't ruin the game for me. The most annoying is definitely Mackenzie, and when you first meet him, he is following you around and commenting on every little thing, and it's like, my brother in Christ, can you fuck off? But then you get to a base camp, and he stays there for pretty much the rest of the game, and doesn't really bother you too much, except when he calls you on the radio to tell you what your next objective is. There is one thing that's really annoying though, cause let me tell you, they really don't like you exploring in this game. Cause if you spend too much time in the desert, Mackenzie will be calling you basically every 5 minutes to be like, hey, you going to the next area yet? Hey, you going to the next area yet? Hey, you going to the next area yet? No! No, I'm not! I'm hunting for green crystals if you don't fucking mind. Which brings me to another thing in this game, the green crystal hunt. Basically, in the desert, there will be a bunch of green crystals strewn about that kind of look like kryptonite, and you will take those back to the base camp to feed them to this green flower thing, and that's one of the ways you upgrade your character. Now, as far as the Switch 1 version specifically, it actually runs pretty well. A lot better than I thought it would. I was expecting to run into some performance issues, and for the most part, I really didn't. There is a pretty long loading screen whenever you boot up into the game, though, which I imagine is a lot faster on Switch 2, though I could be wrong about that. And I imagine the Switch 2 version just looks and plays better in general, but if you don't have a Switch 2, I'd say the Switch 1 version is more than adequate. Anyway, all in all, I think some of the hate this gamer is receiving is a little bit exaggerated, and the idea that there's anyone out there who's saying this is worse than Other M, or saying, like, I don't know, Metroid Prime Hunters is the real Metroid Prime 4, is just laughable to me. And if you think this is even close to the worst thing to come out of Metroid Prime, Federation Force wants to know your location. But I guess the real question is, would I recommend this game? Of course, you know, if you're willing to set any lofty expectations aside and just take it for what it is, I think you'll have a good time with this one, and if I'm wrong about that, well, I'm sorry. There's no accounting for taste, I guess. Yeah, not really anything else to say. Anyway, with all that said, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Or if you think I'm a complete and utter buttface, feel free to tell me in the comments. I'm sure you'll do that anyway. And with all that said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, as always, spread love, not hate. Peace.